Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with the feature race here from round 12 of the F223 Ollie Bearman Career Mode. Yes, we're back once again here at the circuit Zandvoort. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live yesterday, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. We've still got a 14-point lead over Teo Porcher and Brad Benavides, but they're both starting much higher up the order than myself ready for this one. So we're going to have to try and get our elbows out once again. We're going to have to try and pull off some moves. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here, and let's do this thing.
Welcome along to Zandvoort for another fascinating Formula 2 race today. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of the 2.6 mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. And here are the driver grid positions for today's race. Frederik Vesti lines up on pole position, and it's Dennis Hauger in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Iwasa, Deruvala, Zane Maloney and Porcher, Novalak, Benavides, Leclerc, Victor Martins, Fittipaldi, Crawford, Kushmaini, Roman Stanek and Boschong, for sure. Hadjar, Ollie Bearman, Doohan, Cordial, Correa and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
Well, here we are then, back down on the track side here for the Dutch GP. And of course, yeah, with that changeable conditions in the sprint yesterday, means hopefully we should get a normal feature race in terms of strategy. But because we should get a normal feature race in terms of strategy, I'm going to try and see if I can start this one on a set of the soft compound tyres, which it doesn't believe I can, which is a real shame. I don't get how still on this game this kind of thing hasn't been fixed. I just can't move it around at all. So we'll go like that. We'll go back to the normal strategy then, and we're probably going to see everyone starting this race on a set of the hard tyres then. But yeah, going to be an interesting one again, starting way down the order. But it is 5 red lights here in Zandvoort. It's going to be lights out, and away we go there, and getting a really good start down the inside of a couple of cars as we make our way to the outside of turn 1. Ralph Boschong clearly didn't want to give me any move, but it's going to be a pass on the grass there around the outside of the Campos driver down at turn 1. We'll try and get the nose alongside Crawford as well on the exit, and I said how I needed to be brave today. That's exactly the kind of start we needed there. 5 places gained before we've even made it out of Sector 1. And we just about get past Jack Crawford on the exit there, despite the fact that I messed up my gearing as we head up the hill. But yeah, I believe... no, it's not Arthur Leclerc. It's Yumo Wassa who's taken the lead from my teammate Frederik Vesti then off the start of the GP. So yeah, Fred needs a really good result here if he wants to have any kind of outside chance at the championship with 2 weekends to go. Of course, after this one, we all know the Temple of Speed can really upset a driver's rhythm heading into the final couple of Grand Prix of the year. But yeah, just Monza and Abu Dhabi after this weekend's event. So I'd really like to try and go into the finale, with sort of like a 20-25 point lead if possible. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see as to how we get on, of course, today and next weekend now in Italy. But yeah, making our way out the final couple of corners, though, I believe it is Iwasa then who's going to be leading the way at the end of lap 1. And our other big threat, of course, Teo Porcher, still in P3 there. Brad Benavides a little bit further down the order. But yeah, let's try and settle into a rhythm, or settle down with a big move on the inside of Kushmaini at turn 1. Oh, here we go. Kushmaini having a look back down the inside as we start lap 3. So yeah, we're definitely still lacking some straight line speed against the AI. We found that out the hard way at the end of the sprint yesterday afternoon. But yeah, what are we going to be able to do in this race then? Are we going to really be able to make many moves? Are we going to struggle potentially with tyre wear? I kind of feel like we've got to throw something at this race to give ourselves a good chance, but I don't really know what. Well, just following the AI round at the moment, we are really going to have to try and get creative here if we want to make some overtakes this afternoon, because we have just got nowhere near enough of an advantage through the middle sector, and of course we will lose out to the cars around us down the straight. You can see that Arthur Leclerc, he's like the Harry Potter meme. 4 seconds back behind Fred Vesti, so we're not really dropping away from the leaders, luckily, but we just need to find something that'll give us a big advantage today. Do I gamble with an early pit stop? Where are we going to be able to find moves, though? Oh, here we go. Arthur Leclerc there. A little bit of a wobble. We'll have to try and take our chances down the inside of the Monegasque driver. Really has come alive in the last few weekends, Arthur Leclerc. Podiumed yesterday once again.
Nice move. Good job.
Because he was, I think, one of 3 drivers that hadn't scored points this season. But yeah, I don't think he'll be scoring points today. Oh, yellows. Someone's got issues. That could potentially... Oh, there's been a roadblock. That might be a red flag. Someone further down the order has gone round. Looks like they are all slowly sorting themselves out. But how is that not a safety car? What on earth? There was a roadblock. And yet somehow we continue racing. Well, this might be the sweatiest Formula 2 race I've ever done inside F1 23. We just cannot make moves at the moment, and I'm pushing so hard just on the off chance that if an AI does make a mistake, then we can try and slip past them and capitalise at this stage of the afternoon. Leclerc's not dropping back particularly, but at least he did give me some kind of sense of hope that the AI can in fact make mistakes here. But yeah, Fittipaldi, we get so close, and then he just pulls away. I think we might have to try and extend that stint ever so slightly. We're going to have to go on to the set of tyres we used in qualifying. So we might have to go to sort of lap 12, lap 13 on these tyres. Ooh, someone's made a mistake up in front. That's Jane Deruvala, one of our big championship threats there. Just saw him running a bit wide. There was a bit of wheel banging with Zane Maloney. But yeah, looks like Deruvala's been able to keep going there. But some small mistakes now coming from the AI. Zane Maloney as well might have ended up with a tiny bit of wing damage in that instant there, as Fittipaldi absolutely parks the bus through the bank turn 3. I say it every year, but I pray at some point soon iRacing, F1 even gives us the highline like you can on iRacing, because it'd be so fun to try and do that. But yeah, we're at half distance now. Are we going to be able to try and find a move on Fittipaldi? He's sliding around a little bit more. I think the AI, oh, you can just see there, are getting a bit of a wobble, but we're not close enough to capitalise. He says that. Fittipaldi again, just struggling to put the power down off the corner, and you can see now the Carlin driver having to go very defensive on me. How defensive does the Brazilian want to go there? But we'll go Carlin around the outside, and now up into the points finally in today's feature race. Fittipaldi there's defending, and then there's, oh, what the Brazilian just did there is immediately we almost proceed to throw it away. He might get a run on me at the final corner as plenty of cars into the pit lane. Are we going to see, yeah, Fittipaldi's stayed out there, so almost did a Michael Schumacher on him, put him towards the wall. Around the outside of the Brazilian we go again, though. I fought so hard to make the move happen, I'm not going to lose it instantly, or maybe I am. So we try and put the power down out of turn 1. No grip there over the curbing. Can we go wide through the hairpin? Just no grip up there. Oh, Fittipaldi's boxing now. So, oh, we've got to really try and extend this stint. Just another lap or 2, because I'm not confident the tyres are going to be in particularly great shape by the end of this. So yeah, we're going to box the end of this lap. The AI are all happy to go to softs. But, yeah, I mean, our mediums are pretty worn here. Sorry, our hard tyres even are pretty warm. AI's tyres are going to be wrecked by the end of this. I completely forgot to box. I'm so stupid. How many times have I done that on this game? Just been in a rhythm and completely forget to box when I need to. To be honest, this might come back to haunt me, but I'm just kind of doing my own race at the moment, thinking about our tyres, because I'm not convinced the AI are going to be able to get to the end on those softs. I'm definitely struggling now with front grip on these hard tyres. The AI going multiple seconds a lap faster than me as we make our way through the final couple of corners. But yeah, this is going to be my pit-in lap here in Zandvoort then. So fingers crossed we'll keep it clean and tidy on pit lane entry. Don't want to take too many big risks as we absolutely turn those tyres into 50p pieces on the way in. But yeah, I think we're probably going to re-emerge behind Fittipaldi then in this GP.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Teo Porcher, new fast lap of the day, so hopefully we can try and snooker that away. But yeah, these tyres only did the one lap in qualifying.
No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
But we are going to have fresher tyres to the end of the afternoon. I'm just praying the AI's hit the cliff. Yellow's out. Someone else has got issues a little bit further up the road. I think that's Jane Deruvala, one of our big championship rivals. Deruvala might be out. Yes, he is. He's out of the Grand Prix then, so that not only is going to give me a freebie. Again, would love the opportunity for a safety car here, but it's not going to happen. But Jane Deruvala out of the feature race. Well, you guys know me. I always want to be the optimist inside F123, but yeah, I think those soft tyres are going to be absolutely fine looking at it now. I'm staggered at just how little difference the graining is between the softs and the hards. AI might be able to comfortably make it to the end, so we've got to just try and push and close down that 4-second gap to Fittipaldi in front. Well, there's definitely a big battle going on at the front of this train, and it's costing them time, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough by the end of this thing. The gap down to 3 seconds to Leclerc and Fittipaldi. And to be fair, doing the maths in my head, the AI's tyres should be up at sort of 60-70% by the end of this thing, but yeah, 2 laps to go. I'm just not convinced we're going to have enough. I tell you what, with 1 lap to go then, we could be in for quite a dramatic finish, just like we saw yesterday, because I think it's Clement Novalak is losing pace at the front of this train, and he is slowing down everyone behind him. I don't know who that is, having a look down the inside. It might be Victor Martins down at turn 1. Yes, it is there, but suddenly now, there is an opportunity for points. We've got a 7-car scrap for the final few points here, and we are on much fresher tyres than anyone else. It looks like Martins has made it through, but round the outside of 1, and maybe 2 there, as we try to have a look round the outside of Arthur Leclerc. Can't quite get the run out of the hairpin, but we might still be close enough to have a bit of a dive down the inside at the top of the hill, just like we did countless times yesterday, and yes, we will. So suddenly now, from a lap ago, saying how points were going to be impossible, Clement Novalak, I think he might have front wing damage, and he is slowing everyone behind him down, as we'll now move into the points ahead of Jack Crawford. All of these AI, just on that little bit older tyres, are really, really struggling now, and could we potentially capitalise once again then? Kushmini even, trying to... Oh no, great. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal right at the end of the race. We're going around the outside of Kushmini and Clement Novalak in towards the final corner. Zayumo Owasa is going to take the win. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on that incident. I just felt like Kushmini moved across me a little bit too late there, but out of the final corner, it's going to be P8.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in. Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé. What an excellent win for the Dams team. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what is so cool on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history, based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Lots of drivers impressed me today, Alex. But if I have to say one that impressed me most, it's Ayumu Iwasa.
On to the teams then. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Another team that excelled today was Dams, who make further progress up the table. And after all that excitement, I think it's time for a lie down. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Well, there we are then, the end of yet another dramatic race here from Zandvoort. And yeah, I'll be honest, we'll take the P8, slightly controversial standards at the end of that one, but it is what it is in my mind there. I felt like, yeah, Kushmaini moved across me a little bit too late in the braking zone, and unfortunately, yeah, Clement Novalak was just an unlucky bystander in all of the commotion there. But Iwasa takes a win, quite a dominant win in the end, ahead of Vesti and Teo Porcher. Hauger beats out my other championship rival in Brad Benavides, with Maloney, Martins, ourselves, Miney and Novalak rounding out our top 10 today. And that means in the championship, well, the gap at the top now down to just 2 points then. So, yeah, those final lap moves were very, very critical there to maintain our lead over Teo Porcher. But with just 2 weekends to go, there is still a 9-point gap covering our top 3 in the championship. I think mathematically, anyone down to Jack Doohan could still win the title, but I think sensibly our top 7 are still within a shout. But to be honest, it keeps moving around so much. We'll have to wait and see what the points look like after Monza there. Prema jump MP Motorsport now. We are into P2. I think that's for the first time this season. We really did struggle early on in the campaign there, but ART still with a 23-point lead with 2 weekends to go. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like. Get yourself subscribed. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year as well. We've got a lot of exciting things planned for 2024 that you guys do not want to miss. So yeah, we'll be back very soon with more Formula 1 content. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.